Hello, my name is Amanda, and welcome to my channel called Panda's Bonsai. This is my first YouTube video ever, so I'm feeling all the things. I'm feeling intimidated and overwhelmed and excited. I have loved art my whole entire life, and I've also loved YouTube for a huge chunk of my life and my childhood, and so through my choices I have landed here, and I want to create a community here on YouTube. I want to share my art and share my journey. I feel like throughout my life I have been a bit shy and reserved, but at the beginning of this year I made some promises to myself, and the biggest one is that I am so over being embarrassed. I don't want to be embarrassed anymore. I'm so tired of worrying about what other people think of me. I really just want to be myself and be happy and share who I am with the world. I saw a TikTok, and I wish I could remember who it was, but what they basically said was, I have been given, in my example, I'll say, I have been given Amanda's life. I get one shot at Amanda's life, and I want to do her proud. I want to give her the best life that she deserves. And that just really, resonated with me. I think it sounds like exactly what I needed to hear. I'm so over having to present myself a certain way for people or constantly worrying about what other people think about what I'm doing. And it inspired me to take the first step with YouTube. And so to share a little bit about myself, my mom is an artist. And so all throughout my childhood, I was surrounded by beautiful art and beautiful paintings, and it really played a big part in shaping who I am. I have been drawing and painting for as long as I can really remember. I think I've tried all sorts of things. When I first started out, it was a lot of pencil sketching in a sketchbook. I remember that some of my earliest stuff was basically copying other people. I found some optical illusion drawings online, and I remember being on vacation and drawing them and being so proud of how they turned out. I was like, that is sick, that looks so cool. And as I developed, I've of course tried to bring along my own creativity in the process and not copy other people's creativity. And so it started with drawing, transitioned into painting a little bit. I think what I started with was watercolor and then acrylic. Now most of what I do is drawing with either pencil or pen, or with Posca pens, the acrylic paint markers. I think that they help me sort of continue using acrylic paint, but in a far less messy way. I think that having to set up acrylic paint and clean up afterward and worry about how fast it dries really holds me back and keeps me from using it as often. And so the Posca pens make it far more accessible and easy to use on a regular basis. What I never really dove into was digital art. It was insanely intimidating and not something I ever thought that I could do or had the skill to do. I have so many memories of watching a YouTuber called Kick the PJ, creating piece after piece after piece of beautiful and amazing projects, and I felt so inspired by the digital work that he would do. That brings me to this piece here, which is obviously a digital art piece. I recorded this on my iPad. The app that I used is called Sketchbook, and they have a recording, like screen recording feature, and so I used that. It felt really freeing and nice to stop limiting myself and telling myself that I couldn't do it, and just give it a shot. Try something new. I want to let myself be less than perfect at something. I think that I definitely struggle with a lot of perfectionist thoughts and feelings. And if I'm gonna do it and not be good at it, what the hell's the point? And so I kind of want to leave those feelings and that type of thought process behind and let myself struggle, let myself try something new, let myself not be good at it and still show the world. Who cares? And then as far as YouTube goes, as I said before, I feel like I grew up on YouTube. Jacksepticeye was the biggest inspiration for me by far. I have a major love for video games, and I think that his positive attitude and his humor was just right up my alley. As I've gotten older, I've also started watching Gab Smolders. I have no idea when she started posting, to be honest. I just have come upon her and her content in more recent years. But I really admire her relaxed gameplay where she plays through puzzle games. She's really intelligent, so it's a great time to watch her think through the puzzles and provide some smart feedback and problem-solving skills. Video games are so important to me, in fact, that along with my own inspiration to start on YouTube, my boyfriend Kyle and I sort of have that feeling together. We just created a YouTube channel called Kyle and Amanda Games, and we haven't posted anything yet at the time that I'm recording this, but we are going to. We're going to be recording and posting playthroughs and content about video games that we have already played in the past, and I'm just so excited to share that other part of my life with the world and with the internet, and hopefully find some communities along the way that are the same way that I am and like the same things that I like. It just feels like I'm opening a whole other part of my world to be able to share these different sides of myself. I am multifaceted, and I'm so over restricting myself when I don't need to. I deserve to show every part of my personality. Video games and art are probably two of the biggest parts of myself that I feel creatively linked to and that I enjoy spending my spare time on. As far as art YouTubers go, Drawing with Waffles and Casey Golden have definitely been my top watches throughout my time on YouTube. I feel like I could talk about YouTube and YouTubers for hours. It honestly surprises me that it took me so long to make a YouTube channel and to start posting. I've dabbled a little bit with posting on Instagram and a little bit on TikTok, but YouTube just has a special place in my heart. What I'm drawing here is a self-portrait, and the photo was taken pretty recently. Kyle and I just celebrated our 3-year anniversary, and this picture is from the dinner that we had together. One thing that really intimidates me most about YouTube is the editing process, and I'm sitting here recording my voiceover in CapCut, and I feel so overwhelmed by all of the buttons and all of the options and everything that goes behind editing. I really don't know what I'm doing. I think when I post this video, it will have black bars on the side of the screen, which is too bad, but it's something that I will work on, fixing and figuring out and playing around with the different softwares that I use, and I am so looking forward to seeing myself improve. I hope in the future that I can live stream myself drawing. I think that would be so fun and a great way for me to connect with other people that want to watch my art or might be interested in my art. But one thing I want to figure out before I do that is how YouTube works with copyright. I think it would be super fun to play the music that I like in the background as an extra way for people to get to know me and my interests, and maybe share that they like a singer that I like and introduce me to a song I've never heard before, or etc., whatever it is. And so copyright is a big, intimidating, scary word, and something that I know pretty much nil about right now. But eventually, I will know more, I will look into it, and I will learn. I hope to post more time lapses of my digital drawings. I would love to post videos of my physical drawings, which I will probably be doing more often. I just kind of have to figure out how the setup works, like a tripod, things like that, how to record it on my phone and have space for the videos, however long they might be. So it's going to be a lot of exploring and a lot of learning, and I am so excited for all of it. As far as what I draw goes, it honestly depends on the day. I am drawing a self-portrait now. I have drawn and painted self-portraits before. I have the cutest dog in the world, Elsie, and sometimes I'll draw her. I think that it's so fun to get used to animal anatomy. It's something that I haven't really done a lot of. And so to challenge myself, I will draw pictures of her just with a pen so that I can't erase, I can't go back on it. And it's a really neat exercise that helps meld my brain in a new creative way. Other stuff I want to do is video game art. I love video games, as I've said before, and so I've definitely had my fair share of drawing fan art for that sort of thing. And as Kyle and I develop our channel together, I'm hoping that on this channel, I can perhaps post the sketches or designs that might end up on that channel. For example, one project that I am hoping to do soon is drawing my banner for this YouTube channel or for Kyle's and my YouTube channel. I don't know a thing about banners, but I would love to be able to make one and to showcase it. I think that that would be a great time as well. So anyway, I'm just looking forward to posting on here, reaching some people that might feel similarly to myself about being open and being true to myself and getting over the embarrassment of it all. I think that life is plenty embarrassing, But at the end of the day, if you're just yourself and you're just a nice person and you do good in the world and you share the creative and positive parts of yourself, who cares? Let yourself be embarrassed, let yourself get over with it. That's what I'm trying to teach myself. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching my first video ever. And I'm so excited to post more and see where this channel goes. Thanks.